happens.
Okay.
Cool. Maybe somebody can like ping you and text you or something like that if they see it live on appreciationmarketing.com/training. Oh my God, this is the first time I've ever really done something like this.
Oh, really?
Usually
How
it's
do you
like,
normally do these?
usually it's like webinar, like GoToWebinar or something, but this is like, I was like, well, maybe it easier for people so they don't have to register. They can just go to the website and then it'll just all of a sudden be ready to rock and roll.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go to the website right now and see what it looks like. But if you have your live stream going at the same time, it's gonna mess things up.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
If you have the live stream going, like put it on pause and then you and I just talk because there's a little bit of a lag. If you have your live stream going at the same time. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I hit pause on mine.
Okay.
And then let's see if you can, let me just see if I can just share my screen to my desktop. And we'll see if this works.
And you want me to introduce you, right?
Yeah.
What little tip can I say about you?
Whatever you would like.
Well, I mean, I know you wrote the book. You created Appreciation Marketing.
Yep, and then a founder of a system that I'm going to share tonight. So you can just say a system that you feel is extremely powerful in building relationships and you know, but. And then I'll get into sharing a little bit more of my story, but maybe how we met a little bit, and then you know, what gratitude and appreciation has meant to you in your life and your business.
Perfect.
That would be good. Can you see my screen?
Now I just see the thing you made with our pictures.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that we're good to go there. I'll come back up here and hit stop.
Okay, so I'll introduce you and then I'll turn my phone off, right? And then just watch the webinar. Is that right?
That's fine. That works. And then if you want to, yeah, that's cool. You can do that. And then and if you want to hop back on a little bit later, you can do that too.
Oh, okay, whatever works best for you.
Awesome. Well, it's 8:30 right now, so I guess we can rock and roll. There's a couple of people on, or do you want to wait just a couple of minutes?
I mean, we could start it because we'll record it and I'm going to pass it out so people can watch it if they miss it.
If you have a couple of Facebook groups that you want to post, appreciationmarketing.com/training and tell everybody that we're live.
Yes, I will do that. Perfect.
And then we'll get rocking and rolling. Do you have a couple of founders that are hopping on too?
Yeah, they've shared it with their teams, so a lot of people were excited about it. Some of them had other things they were doing, obviously, but that's always how it is.
Yeah, definitely. So I can't see your face when you talk. I just see your computer screen.
My computer screen?
Yeah, and I see your wall. Do you have a video camera like on a... I don't know where your video camera is, but now I see your floor and your door.
You see my door? Is that better?
Yeah, now I see you.
Oh, there you go. That's the problem. Okay, is that the right? Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Okay, good. Now people know who's talking.
Okay.
You look really clear on here, and I'm like, oh, let me see if I shut off this light if this is better. Nope, there it goes. I need this light.
Okay, marketing.com.
Need the natural light.
Okay, I posted in there so you can go live.
Cool.
And just, I can't see. I turned my screen off.
You are screen sharing. And there's a
I am.
button that says that I am, and then I just wanted to make sure that I was doing it right. And then it says present to everyone. I wonder what that means. Your screen share. You are screen sharing and presenting to everyone. I guess that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. Okay. Stop. I think I know what I'm doing, actually.
Okay, so you need, are you still seeing my computer? I still need to turn my phone around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, let me know. Well, I'll just introduce you and then I'll turn it off.
Okay, sounds good.
And then will you let me know when it's on?
Yeah, we're ready to rock right now. They can see,
Okay.
actually see it live. We're live.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I am really excited to bring to you Curtis Lucy, who's the best-selling author of Appreciation Marketing. He's also a founder of a system that he uses to teach and train other entrepreneurs about appreciation marketing and how to use it in their businesses. And the reason why I'm really excited about this is I met Curtis probably 8 years ago, I think, around the time that he wrote his book. And I love this book, and I use his principles. A long time ago when I was a realtor, I used these principles to grow my real estate business. And I just truly believe in appreciation marketing, and I'm excited to have him share his knowledge with us. So Curtis, go ahead.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Melissa. It's an honor to be on here tonight to be able to share a little bit of tips and tricks. I do a ton of presenting in the network marketing profession, whether it's live or in webinars or replays if you're watching this right now. Actually, just recently, probably about 2 years ago or so, I resigned from the network marketing profession because the systems that I've put together and the trainings I do is generic, so it's across pretty much the whole profession, which doesn't allow me to build, which is fine, but I get to be able to do this tonight and be able to share with you some little tips and tricks. So I'm going to actually do a screen share right now, and that way you can kind of see a little bit more. And let me just do this here. Screen share. All right, you should be able to see my screen. Are we good, Melissa? Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, cool, awesome. Well, guys, here's what I'm going to share with you guys tonight. There's so many people that get into network marketing. One of the first things they do is they get so excited about sharing this opportunity and the amazing products that you have, and you end up repelling people away. What appreciation marketing really is all about is how to attract success into your life, how to attract people into your life. So I'm going to share a few real life examples that's happened to me. I've been able to build teams of over 10,000 people in over 7 countries, did a book tour around the world, and no matter where I go and where I train and stuff, it truly is a competitive advantage these days to say thank you, to show appreciation and recognition. And in doing so, I'm going to show you a way to triple your leads and referrals in the next 90 days by leading with your heart, sharing with you what feels right and showing appreciation and recognition. Before we get started, what would your business look like if, say, you could magically turn every prospect that you talk to into 3 more? This is exactly what happened when I went to Australia. I'm going to share that story a little bit, but I was able to sit down and present to 248 people in 90 days, and I didn't know 1 person. I'm going to share with you how I was able to do that. And then people called you every day. So when I was building my business, people were calling me every single day to be able to join my business instead of me chasing other people. I'm going to share with you what that looks like and what would that be worth to you in your business. I'm going to share with you, back when I was in college, so I was a junior in college, I get a call from my dad. I was playing baseball for the Pioneers, Division I baseball school, and I was a full-time student, obviously. I was a Division I athlete. I was worked all the football games, basketball games, hockey games to make a little bit of extra money. And of course, I was a full-time student. My dad gives me a call and said we had too many loans outstanding as a family. I wasn't going to be able to stay in school. And I was really disappointed. But that same week, fate has it that I was introduced to network marketing. And I was able to get started. I think it was $750. I got started. I only had $1,000 in my bank account. That's all I had to my name. I was able to earn my investment back in my first month, and I went on to pay my tuition my last 3 semesters of college. But then my life changed about a week after college. And because before in college, I was really focused on, how much money I was going to make, and everything was going to be great down the road. But when this event happened to me, it really kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things. I'm sure that some of you guys will resonate with this. That's my brother Silas over on the left-hand side. It's my sister Andrew in the middle, and Dina on the bottom there, and I'm on the right. This is about 10 years ago. So it was May 20th, 2005, and I was in the conference championships for my Sacred Heart University baseball team 1 week after I graduated college. And my dad and my sister Dina comes walking into the hotel room to tell me that my brother Silas was killed. And my brother Silas was killed on a dirt bike. He was completely healthy. He hit a rock in the middle of a roadway, and it forced him off the trail. And he hit a tree. He had all his gear on, but he, unfortunately, on impact, he severed his aorta and he passed away. And so at his funeral, my dad said something that I'll never forget. He said, Silas lived more life in his 23 years than most do in a normal lifetime. And at the time, it made an impression on me. And fairly recently, it's made a big impact on my life. And I'll share with you a little bit more of that later. But I went into corporate America, and I'm sure that many of you guys are in corporate America or have a job right now and are really looking to transition from Monat being a part-time business to a full-time business, and it absolutely is possible. And I'm going to share with you some things that I did to be able to transition to be a full-time network marketer. But when I worked right out of college, I worked for a company called Cintas. So 1 week after I graduated, I had that incident with my brother. And then 1 week after my brother passed away, I found myself in corporate America. And I had the pleasure to sell really sexy products like toilet paper and air fresheners and soaps, every door, every store, every floor up in the New Haven, Connecticut area. And there was something that happened to me because, see, there was this gentleman his name was Sean Hennigan. And after about a year, I was really frustrated. I made over $100,000 at 22 years old, my first year out of college, 22, 23 years old. But Sean, he was working half the amount of hours I was, and he was making almost twice the amount of money that I was making. And I didn't think it was fair. I thought the company gave him referrals or leads. And he said, Curtis, he goes, you have to understand something about business and understand something about life. And I was like, what's that? And, he was the guy that was always out playing golf on a Wednesday afternoon, or cutting out Friday early and going to the beach and posting pictures on Facebook, or at the club going out to dinner. And somebody that's in your life that just never seems to be working. It always seems like they're just playing and having fun. Or the person that's always posting on Facebook. This is what Sean shared with me. He's like, Curtis, you have to take care of the people that have potential to take care of you. And I was like, how does that look, Sean? What does that mean? And he says, well, that driver of that truck, that's not Gary just that services your accounts with toilet paper, air fresheners, soaps, paper towels. He goes, that's Gary, father of 3, that likes to go fishing on the weekends. He goes, get to know people for who they are, not what they do. And so this is a key principle that I took into network marketing, because I wanted to build relationships a little bit deeper than just knowing somebody's name, knowing what their goals and their dreams and their aspirations were. But when you get to understand them at a deeper level, the loyalty is there. They'll run through walls. They'll see the end at the beginning, and it won't be just a 30-day or a 90-day journey for them. They'll understand that this is a 3 to 5 year plan. So I took what Sean said, and I started focusing on the relationship side of the business, not the transactional side of the business. Instead of looking at people as dollar signs and decimal points, or looking at people, how many more accounts do I need to get, or how much more product do I need to move in order to get the next promotion. Instead, I was focused on what other people wanted and what they needed, and I was able to grow a really big, successful business really fast. And what took Sean 6 years to build, it took me about 6 months. And I added something else into the mix, and I was sending personalized greeting cards, following up with people, telling people that I appreciated the opportunity to earn their trust. I appreciate the opportunity to earn their trust. And I started doing that, and I was winning a lot of business, and I started working half the amount of hours, and I was making the same amount of money. So that was a huge life lesson to me. So life and business, what I realized when you boil it all down, it's about creating, maintaining, and strengthening relationships. Relationships is the name of the game. The best investment that we can make in life is in relationships, because relationships are the real currency in life. And I'm gonna circle back around that in a bit. Now, it's not what you do that's the most important, it's who you are. Because the perception of what you do, having hair care products, I could Google hair care products, and so can't anybody else, and see millions of hits all over the internet. You can go on Amazon, you can go here. The perception of what you do can be found online. The perception of what you do can be found right down the street on Main Street. But you know what the X factor is? The X factor in your business is you. You're the X factor in your own business. So what we're doing here, what you're doing as network marketers, is really more of an educational platform. You need to educate people about the possibilities of your products, and educate people about the possibilities of the opportunity. And when they understand, when you come and you lead with your heart and you share your story of what you're doing and why you're doing it, it's human nature for people to put themselves in your shoes and start thinking about, how could this potentially fit into my life? So you are in the people business. You may think that you're in the hair care business. You may think that you're in the opportunity business, but in reality, you're in the people business. You're in the people attraction business. So when I went to Australia back in 2012, I personally recruited 40 distributors, 40 consultants in 90 days, and I did not know one person prior to going there. So I did 248 one-on-ones in 90 days. You may be thinking, like, how the heck did you do that, Curtis? Well, I would meet people at business networking events. I would meet people at coffee shops. I would meet people on the train, and I would just strike up conversations. But I would go places mostly that people were looking to connect with other people. And when I did that, I made the focus be about the other person. When you focus and you ask questions and you're sincere and you're genuine and you want to know about other people and maybe how you can fit into their life to be able to help them get what they want, everything comes back. So what I would do is I'd go to networking events. I would go to different places. I would meet people and understand them. I'd ask them, would you be open to grabbing a cup of coffee at some point? I'm building a big network, and maybe there's something I could do to help you. And almost every single person said, yes, no problem. So I'd meet up people for coffee, and I'd ask them about them, ask questions about them. And then it'd be my turn. They would ask, hey, so Curtis, what is it that you do? And I would share with them. And when I would get done, this is what I would share. I would look at that person as a door, like there's a door behind them that they have the ability to open up that door and to hundreds of people. If they like me and trust me and understand me, or they see that my product or service is a fit with somebody that's in their life, then why wouldn't they connect me with them? They wouldn't connect me if I'm sitting there trying to sell them, trying to throw up all over them, and I'm repelling them and pushing them away. For those of you that are watching this that are in the United States, we have a phone service called Verizon Wireless. And Verizon had a commercial with this guy, and people would be asking, hey, what's that behind you? And he'd be, oh, that's my network. So that's how I want you to position. Like when you're sitting down at a coffee shop or sitting down at somebody's kitchen table and you're sharing their opportunity and the products, think of them as they have the ability to open up that door to their network, all kinds of people, but they won't open up that door if they feel like you're pushing something onto them. Instead, you want to attract them. Now, when they give the buying signals, when they're asking you questions like how much does this cost, or what kind of money can I make, then there's absolutely, you want to look them right in the eyes and say, let's do this together. Oh, this will be fun. When they're asking those type of questions, but you'll get the feel. As I mentioned before, the number one competitive advantage that I see in today's marketplace is this: saying thank you, showing appreciation. Because if people are doing it at all, they're taking the path of least resistance. They're sending a text message or a Facebook message or an email or social media message of some sort, which definitely suffices. But when you want to go the extra mile and you want to make an impact, not just an impression, that's the main reason why I put together the businesses that I put together. I'm going to share with you tonight a little secret weapon in relationship building. It just puts huge smiles on people's faces, and I know that Melissa is a big advocate of it. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes and be able to share that with you. Before I do, I got to share this story. So I have a friend of mine from college, and I saw that she posted on Facebook that she was starting her own business. So she was starting her own business, and I was really excited that she was starting her own business. And I said, hey, Amanda, I go, congratulations on starting your own, starting your network marketing business. So she goes, oh, thank you so much. Have you ever heard of these products? I said, yes, I have a lot of friends that are in your company. I said, it's a great company, and I want to wish you luck. I said, I actually want to mail you out a copy of my book. I think it will really help you on your journey. She said, okay, cool. She gave me a call about a week later, and she says, Curtis, do you mind getting on the phone with my upline? I said, no problem. So I get on the phone with the upline, and it was going to be like a little coaching, like I could, because they're both fairly new in the networking profession. Katie was in less than a year. Amanda was just a couple of weeks. And so I get on the phone, and within 30 seconds, Katie jumps into the pitch and just throws up all over me. And it just talks about the products, the services, the owners, where the company is right now, where it's going, painting the picture, the vision. I had to put my phone on mute, and I actually had to I put on speakerphone, put on mute, and sat down. I'm like, just okay, out of respect for Amanda, I got to stay on here. So at the end of the call, Katie goes, so what did you like best about what you just heard? And I said, well, I have a lot of people and friends that are in that company, and I wish you luck. I said, unfortunately, I'm not able to build any companies, but if I come across somebody I feel it may be a fit for the product or the opportunity, I'll make sure that I keep you in mind. She goes, oh. And she says, well, you know, Amanda said that you've been in network marketing for over 10 years. You've had a lot of success. Do you mind sharing some tips? I said, sure. I said, are you coachable? And she says, yes, I am coachable. I said, all right. I said, I'm going to share a quote with you. I know that you're going to be able to finish the end of it. So I said, so finish the end of it, and then I would like you to share with me what your thoughts are and pertains to this conversation that we just had. She goes, okay. I said, people don't care how much you know until, and she goes, they know how much you care. And she goes, ooh, got it. She goes, would you please share with me about what you're up to? I said, sure. So I shared a little bit of background, and I said, you know, this right here, that message right there that I shared with you was something that I used to approach my business the exact same way. And until I started flipping it around and understanding what other people's wants and needs were and looking through their eyes, that's when my whole life and my whole business just shifted, and it really grew really fast. The next morning she calls me and she says, Curtis, you may have just changed my life. She goes, I couldn't sleep all night. She goes, I had to call back people and apologize to them. And she did. She apologized to people. And just by calling people up and apologizing to people, people were open again to actually hearing what the opportunity was. And she actually sponsored a couple more people in the next week just because she was reaching back out, apologizing, and how she approached the business in the beginning, which I thought was pretty funny. So I want to just finish this training up and get moving on this, because I know we started a little bit after 8:30, but I wanted to try to get this all wrapped up in 30 or 40 minutes. So here we go. Now I'll come back to my screen share in just a second. So I just shared that with you. But all this kind of stuff that I share with you is very, very simple to do, but it's also very simple not to do. And that's the primary reason why I was able to start the business that I did. Forgot that I was actually going to go back to the other screen. And okay, yes, here it is. We're good. This is actually the first time I did this. This is pretty cool, these Google Hangouts. So I'm going to share my screen again. And this time I'm going to go to the internet and share with you guys this little secret weapon in relationship building, how I was able to go to Australia. And you know, there was actually a really cool thing that happened when I was in Australia. I actually, I sent a greeting card to almost everybody I met when I was following up with people. And one of the cards landed with somebody that had a connection with Sunrise, which was actually the America's version of Good Morning America. And I was on Sunrise getting interviewed. It was crazy. It was funny. I was broadcasted all over the country, and everybody that knew me was like, "Oh my gosh, I saw you on Sunrise," and it was posted all over the place. But I mean, a few well-placed cards can get you a long ways. So what this system is, it's a mobile to mailbox system designed to be able to connect with people, show appreciation and recognition, do it at a different level. These greeting cards will actually be printed out, put in an envelope, and mailed out. Now, some of you might be aware of a couple of services that are out there. This is not network marketing. This is a company that actually I created a couple of years ago, and we launched it about 1 year ago, and I do a lot of training in the network marketing profession, and you're going to be able to see why this is so powerful. So it happens to be Melissa's birthday in 2 days, isn't it, Melissa?
Yep.
So I'm going to send Melissa cards. We have all kinds of cards in here. As you can see, success is a journey, not a destination. Thank you for the referral. So nice to meet you. I appreciate you. I'm going to do a blank card, and we're going to send her a super cool card. So here's the front. Now, again, this is going to be printed out tomorrow. It's going to be in an envelope with a real first-class stamp and mailed out the next day. And I'm going to share with you some different ways that you can use it to directly grow your business by following up with people and just staying in touch. So we are going to throw this super awesome picture on the front of the card. I did my homework, Melissa. So there we go. Isn't that awesome? So I'm going to add another image too. Actually, I'm going to delete that one, and I'm going to put in, let's see, images, this one here. So we'll make it kind of quick. So there's the front of the card, and I'm going to just put some text, maybe put happy birthday. There we go. Done. So there's the front. Now the inside of the card, I'm going to add another image. Why not put some of your Monat family on here? There you go. Look at that. Cool. And now I'm going to just add a message. All right, I'm going to make it a little bit larger, change the color. So there it is. I'm just going to put that on the front. Now watch this. I'm going to actually take the signature, my signature, not that one. I don't want that signature. I choose the wrong one. I'm going to choose this signature and put that on the inside of the card right there. So now we got the front, we got the inside, we got the message. And now I'm going to actually delete this off the back and show you that you can personally brand the back of the card with your own logo. So every greeting card that you send out, birthday, any kind of card is actually a tax deduction. So because you are actually advertising your business, you can put that on the back of the card, which is nice. And of course, I'm going to actually, instead of a Starbucks gift card, I'm going to throw 6 gourmet fudge brownies with the card. There are 18 ounces of gourmet fudge. The card will be in the box, and it will actually probably arrive on her birthday in 2 days. So I'm going to look up Melissa. the birthday message. I'm going to hit send card, and that card will be on its way. All right, so while that's coming up, I want to show you something else. Let's see here. All right, so watch this. I want to show you something cool. Watch this. So on top of that, this is something that a lot of networkers are doing. So after you meet with somebody one-on-one and you want to send a card to them, you can send a card. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you. Take a picture at the Starbucks. When somebody joins your team, you want to say congratulations and welcome to our family. Somebody hits a milestone in your business and you want to say congratulations. You're at an event and somebody's up in front of the room. You take a picture from your phone. Right from your phone, you can send them a card. You can also, what's really cool too, is that especially with what you guys have amazing before and after pictures. So you guys could put together, let's say that you had a picture that you threw on the front of the card, and then maybe on the inside or on the front, you want to take, let's see here, you can do before and after pictures. So I'm going to go on to just show you how this works. I'm going to go on to watch this, how simple this is. I'm going to go to images, and I'll grab a picture like this one right here and view image. Because I want to just show you from start to finish how simple this is. So of course you guys have your own personal before and after pictures, and those are the best ones to use, clearly, but those are the ones you should be using. But I wanted to show you how this works. So I can quickly just go to desktop, and this will pop up here. There it is. Upload to the card, and then here it is on the inside. Isn't that cool? So there's all different kinds of cool stuff that you can do. You can sign your name, have your husband, your wife sign their name, the kids, so you can use as many signatures as you would like. I actually send some cards sometimes from like Cinderella, and I'll put the return address from 100 Cinderella Lane in Walt Disney World, and you can sign right on your iPad, and then you have your signatures. So you can sign right on your phone, and you can save them. So if you want a new signature, you just hit new signature, and then you do your signature, you hit save, and then there it is right there on the card. It's that simple. So really cool stuff that you can do. You can also, let's say that you wanted to send this card over and over again. So you actually wanted to put a text box in here. You can insert first name, and we have videos, by the way, little 2-3 minute videos that will show you how to do everything. But when you hit first name, it will be put right inside the card. So whatever's in the first name field when you send the card will automatically be placed in here. And if you want to save this to send it over and over again, you just hit save as, and I'm going to put, and now you can send this card over and over again as a template. You can just replace the picture, and then it's so easy to save these cards. And I'll show Melissa how you guys can design some really cool cards for your whole company, and your whole team can share them with each other. So you put somebody's email address in, and it will send it over to your account, so you can share the different cool cards that you guys are using to show appreciation and recognition. So let me get back to this here. All right, so here's how it works. If you guys like what you see and you guys want to try it, this is what I did. For the first 6 months of selling this service, I sold it for between $395 and $995 because it was real estate agents, mortgage brokers, financial advisors, and insurance agents, and it was $69 a month. Sold hundreds of packages but then when I was asked by Katie and Amanda, after I shared that story with you earlier, they asked me to fly up to Boston. I'm living here in Orlando, Florida. Fly up to Boston and do a training for them. So I did a 4-hour training for them for a Super Saturday. There was 75 women in the room, and 6 months later, I went back for the third time, and there was over 500 tickets that were sold. And when I went back, they said, I want everybody using your system to send cards. She goes, I've been using it, it's amazing. And I had to say, well, I had to come up with a solution so that network marketers that are spending money on their own products and going to conventions, I have to keep something low so everybody can use it if they wanted to. So what I did was create a personal membership. This is fairly new as of the end of last fall, and it's only $18 to purchase it. So it's $18 a month, but there's no contracts. And $18 comes with $18 in credits. You get 8 cards per month and 8 stamps to send within the United States. All your credits roll over month after month if you don't use them for a whole 12 months. So let's say you signed up today, you only sent 2 or 3 cards a month, you'd have a whole bunch of cards to be able to send out for the holidays. The cards that you send are really high quality, and it's $1 per card discount. So it's $1.76 per card, and you can personally brand the back of the cards, put all your own information on the back. So if you own another business, you can put your other business on there as well when you're sending cards out on behalf of there. And there's no contracts. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a bonus. I'm going to share with you guys how you can do this. If you guys would like to try this system out and send some cards, I'm actually going to put credits in your account tonight, or give me at least until tomorrow morning. So you have $30 in credits for 18 bucks. So you can send a bunch of extra cards. And if you like it, keep it. I would hope that you keep it and that you can use this not only for your business, but for life in general. And when you're meeting people, birthday, anniversaries, sympathy cards, whatever you want, you can use this system for. So for business, I'm not going to really go into this much, but if you own a business outside of your network marketing business, this is the business that you would want. Either have a full-time business or a career-minded entrepreneur. But for business, it's $295 one time. It's what I used to sell the $995 package for. But when people get it live, when I do presentations, I'll show you a code. It's $195 one time, and you can watch the video on all the stuff that you get. I'm not going to go over it right now. But if you go to amcards.net, it's AM stands for Appreciation Marketing, amcards.net, I will know that you signed up tonight based on the date that you signed up, and I'm going to go back in there and have my assistant upload credits to your account to equal $30. So you have $30 in credits for $18, so you can try that out. If you would like the business package, and you can watch the video right on this website, if it makes sense to you, it saves time, it saves money, and it's only $195 one time for that. And you put the promo code one time in there. It's all one word, just one time. So any other time that you go back to the website, you'll see that it's $295. But you hit apply code, and then you can sign up for that. But here's the top 5 reasons for sending cards in network marketing. Obviously, welcome people to your team. Welcome people to your family. Thank you for your business. Congratulations for milestones. Anytime you meet somebody new and you drop a card in the mail and you say it was nice to meet you, that makes an impact. and that's ultimately what you want to do. If you look at the top income earners across the profession, but especially in your business, in your company, you know that they have a charismatic attitude. They have an attractive type of attitude and charisma about them that people want to go in business with them. That's what appreciation marketing is all about. And then, of course, encouragement and motivation. When somebody is on the edge and not sure, about things, maybe they're doubting things a little bit, sometimes just having that little bit of a motivation, not only a phone call, but maybe dropping a nice card in the mail. I actually just got a message the other day from somebody. I should pull it up in my Facebook, but somebody sent me and tagged me in a card that was sent. It says, oh my gosh, the most creative birthday card that a winner goes to, and they posted it on Facebook and said, thank you so much for the card. It opened up conversation, and she said the very next day after her birthday, she goes, well, what is it that you're doing? We need to have a chat, and signed her up in the business. But it was the greeting card that sparked the conversation. She didn't send a card trying to recruit her. She just did it to connect with her. And then she had a brand new distributor in her business. But in wrapping up here, do you know the #1 reason why people do not come back to you to do business again or refer you business? The #1 reason why one of your preferred customers might actually drop off a subscription or a membership, the number one reason is because of perceived indifference. Perceived indifference is just a fancy way of saying that they don't think that you actually care. See, in network marketing, it's so easy to just focus on the next promoter, the next person that's going to come in and blow up your business and recruit a whole bunch of people, sell a bunch of product. It's so easy to focus on that. Sometimes it loses sight of the customer that we have. But the number one reason why people don't come back to do business again or refer you business because of perceived indifference, when you show appreciation and you show recognition, you show that you care, it's so much harder for them to click cancel when they know how much you appreciate their business. So just keep that in mind. And that's how something like this can fit right in. You know, recognition, babies cry for it and men die for it. It's that important in life and in business. And they say that, you know, with appreciation, if you don't appreciate your husband, you don't appreciate your wife, you don't appreciate your customers, somebody else will. And so think about each and every single day what you can do to add value to other people's lives. What can you do? I call it DVDs, daily value deposits. There's only a couple things that we can control. One is our thoughts, which is synonymous with our attitude. We have control over that, hence maybe something biochemically, but you'd understand what I mean. The other is your actions, which is your effort. You can control your effort, which is synonymous with your actions. You take your attitude and your actions, you multiply that by your DVDs, which is the daily value deposits. What are you doing to add value to other people? Who are you connecting? Who are you helping? Because don't underestimate the power. Sending birthday cards is always fun. You can go on Facebook. You can make fun cards out of them. Not in the creepy, stalkerish way, by the way. Don't just go grab pictures of people that you don't really know and send out cards. Do it in a nice way. I send cards all the time. This was great to see you again, David. So I had Alicia and I sent a card to our really good friend David, and so we did that. It was awesome. After he got the card, he called. He's like, "Listen, I got to get on your program. I need to do it for my business." And so right after he got this card, we ended up getting him all signed up and everything. And now he's got 100 dealers around the country that does his custom concrete work. So now we're going to be rolling this out to all of his dealers. So I sent 41 Mother's Day cards last year. So this is something that you can consider, sending out Mother's Day cards to the special people in your life that are mothers. Holidays, happy holidays. I sent all kinds of holiday cards out this past year. And so it's always fun to do. My sister texted me a picture of my niece not too long ago with a missing tooth, her first tooth that she lost. I sent a card to my niece Sienna, not from Uncle Curtis, but I sent it to her from the Tooth Fairy. And I actually Googled the Tooth Fairy. So amcards.net is the website. I know somebody just pinged me. amcards.net. AM standing for Appreciation Marketing. amcards.net, and you can get your system set up. And you can, of course, send me a message as well on Facebook or whatever, but my assistant's going to see that you purchased a package tonight, and we're going to add the extra bonus credits into your account. So behavior rewarded is behavior repeated. So if you want referrals, you want other people attraction, just remember that behavior rewarded is behavior repeated. So just wrapping up again, the $18, I'm going to actually give you $30 for the personal membership. So if you would like to try that, you get $18 in credits, and then $18 in credits each month. And then for the business, I'm not even going to go over all this stuff, but the promo code is one time. So let's see. Okay, I'll just wrap up with this. Is that, remember the story that I shared about my brother in the beginning, and I shared the message that Silas lived more life in his 23 years than most do in a normal lifetime. Well, a few years ago, I was going through some really challenging times. My businesses were crumbling. My business, my personal life, my business, everything seemed to be falling apart because what I was doing was I was chasing rainbows. And in network marketing, you can be so focused on the future that you forget about the present moment. You forget about right now and the people that you care about and love the most. See, for me, joy and happiness and prosperity, it always lived in the future. I never brought it to the present moment. And what I realized is after going through all these challenging times that the time is now. The only time that matters is right now, and the best investment that we can make is in relationships, because relationships are the real currency in life. And so that's the main reason why we put together the programs that we did. And you know what I'm going to do, Melissa, is I'm going to get you a copy of our ebook. Chapter 4 of our book is called The 7 Deadly Creatures. And I'm going to send it on over to you. And then you can send it out to your team for free. Everybody can have it. And then if anybody you're going to have that just for getting on the training tonight. I want to make sure that you have that because there's tips and tricks in there that's absolutely going to help grow your business. We wrote our book from a network marketing perspective. There's never enough time to do everything, but there's always enough time to do what's most important. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. And before you go to bed tonight, send a text, call somebody, kiss somebody, let them know how much they mean to you, because so often we can be so focused on our next promotion, our next goal, that we lose sight of what's around us personally. So that's that. And let's see if I hit this. I'm going to go back here because somebody asked me what the website was again. And I'm going to just leave this up for just a second. So it's actually amcards.net is the website. So if you go there, if you have any questions at all, I'm going to just put my my name on here, and you can reach out to me on Facebook. So I don't know if you can. Sometimes I don't get the messages when people send me. So here I'm going to give you also my email address. So you can just go curtis@curtislucy.com. Hey, Melissa,
Yeah,
are you there?
I am.
I would love for you to share some of your insights, some of the takeaways, because I know you've built businesses, and this is your whole approach to life is appreciation and gratitude. So if you wouldn't mind sharing that, because I know that month of April that you're really focusing as your team and your company on appreciation.
Yeah, I definitely. Like I said, these are the principles I try to do all my business by, and I've done that for a long time. And it was really neat. Just the exact same way that you explained happened when you were sending cards to people or just connecting with people. That happened with me in my real estate business before I was in network marketing. I just tried to give back to people and connect with people, uh, and then I got tons of referrals coming from every direction, basically. So I just think it's a really important lesson to kind of look at your business that way instead of from the viewpoint of trying to get business and trying to close deals, and just really how to connect with people and learn from them and reach out to them and find out what's going on in their life.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. I just see that we were probably about 45 minutes or so, a little less than 40, actually, yeah, a little less than 45 minutes, so about 40 minutes that we went on. So I'll wrap this up, and this is recorded, so I can get you over the link for the people that did not have a chance to hop on. And
Great.
then let me know if there's anything else that I can do for you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Take care, Melissa. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.